My name is Marcia Wilson. I'm 80 years old. I'm a little sick. I have some kind of blood problem. It makes me tired. So I can't paint anymore. And I made a little book instead while I was sick. It's called Herb Frankel Takes Little Marcia to the Train. I guess lying in bed, I thought of comforting thoughts and Herb Frankel came to mind. So here it is, a computer picked out. Dedicated to children everywhere who travel alone. Then I said, here's page 1. Mommy is putting me on the bus to New York City all by myself. I'm 6 years old, and she's telling me to be a good girl because Daddy's going to meet me in the city and put me on the train to Buffalo to see Granny and Grandpa Sandmeyer. But Daddy looks like he paid Herb Frankel, his friend, to meet me instead because Daddy's too busy with his business. And when my bus comes into New York City about 7 in the morning, I'm met by a strange man I've never seen before. But he smiles, he looks friendly, he tells me his name is Herb Frankel and he's a friend of my daddy, and he's going to take me to the train. And I feel safe with this man. He carries my suitcase. I take his hand, and we go to Grand Central Terminal, which is a big, big place. Mr. Frankel offers to buy me a comic book to read on the train. I tell him Daddy buys me 3 comics, so Mr. Frankel buys me 10. I'm very impressed. Then Mr. Frankel gives money to the porter, and the porter gives me a nice fluffy pillow and treats me very well on the long train ride by myself. When the conductor shouts all aboard and everybody has to leave the train who's not traveling, Mr. Frankel leans down and gives me a little kiss on my forehead. That was so sweet. It was as if he was my daddy, only not a busy daddy, somebody who had time. And then the train pulls out, and I never see Herb Frankel ever again. I just think I'm going to make 100 copies of this book. At the end it says, I made a colophon, and it basically says that after all these years I still remember Herb Frankel's name. It was a nice, comforting experience. I wonder what happened to him. I don't know. Bye.